Okay guys, so today I'm going to be talking about basic price action. How do we trade price action? What should we be looking for? And is it the best way to trade? Because there's tons of things online that show you all sorts of indicator strategies and all different strategies that you could use to be profitable in binary options. But the reality is most of it just isn't profitable. And the best way to trade is most definitely using price action. That's not to say that indicators don't have their place and that indicators can't and shouldn't be used. As you can see, we've had a profit here. So just to stop there, we've had a profit here, and I'll explain exactly why I took this trade in a moment. Okay, so basically, what we do here is we use moving averages. We use some indicators to assist us in taking trade positions, like these moving averages, for example. It helps to see momentum and trend and things of that nature. But sometimes we like to do counter momentum trades and counter trend trades if the price action is showing us something. Actually going to take another position here, see how that goes. I'm only going to enter one trade on that though. Previous one I entered 3 positions on, which all profited. So that was great. So if I had to lose a trade here, it would mean nothing. It wouldn't put me in a loss for the day. So basically, when we trade, we look at price action. So the basic terminology of price action trading would be to trade in the direction of the trend or the momentum and trade against the pullbacks. So that's exactly what I've just done here. We can see the momentum is to the downside, the trend is to the downside, the moving averages help us see that. And we've had a pullback to the moving averages. We've had price stop there, come back down, stop there again, and that's why I've taken the trade. So this is a continuation trade. And just to elaborate a little bit on the trade I took prior to this, if we go to the 5-minute chart, the reason I took that trade is because of this trend line over here, this upward slanting trend line. We had one rejection, another push down to the trend line, and a second rejection was on its way. So I jumped in on the rejections and it worked out great. And it looks like this trade has worked out great as well. So that's another profit right there. So yeah, just to elaborate, this trade that I just taken was a pullback of the momentum and the trend. I'm then going with that. And usually what you'll find is, and there's a lot of reasoning behind this trade. It's not as simple as what I'm just explaining. For me, it's that simple because I've been doing this for a long time. So my mind registers things very quickly and very differently. So I've pieced a few things together. I know that usually when there's a trend line and price hits it, especially in this case, it was a trend line placed on the 5 minutes. Usually it will not just touch the trend line and move straight away if it is going to go up. Usually what will happen is it'll touch the trend line, move away, and it'll end up coming back and hitting it multiple times or forming a bit of a range over here on a smaller time frame. I was completely aware of that. So when it hit the trend line for the first time and came back, I knew it was most likely going to form a slight range here. That's why I bought it at near the bottoms here. And then same thing goes over here. Now we've got the momentum and the trend to the downside on the 1 minute. I knew a slight range was most likely going to form. So that's why I took that sell over here. And that's basic price action trading. Price action involves trend lines like this, support and resistance like this. There's a good resistance level. There's a great support. So price action is all to do with levels of price and the way that price acts, the way that price moves around these certain regions. It's not enough to just hit in a trade when it gets to a trend line or hit in a trade when it gets to a support and resistance. You have to understand how price moves, how price will move, how price is acting around these areas, and what the bigger picture is in terms of bigger time frames and things like that. There's a lot that can go into this. There's a lot of different ways you can trade binary options successfully. This isn't the only way, but this is one of the ways that works really well. I think I'm done trading for the day. That's 4 trades that I've just hit in. I'm not going to trade anymore. I'm comfortable with that. So that's it for this video. If you found value in it, please hit the like button, subscribe for daily binary options content, and comment below if you have any questions whatsoever. If you are interested in learning how to trade binary options properly, do consider checking out our Viper binary strategy. It is the real way to trade binary options, and it is highly effective. If you're interested in this, go check us out, www.traderoomsessions.com. All the information you need is on the website.